Okay, so Colin, this is my student Scott. He does not train Taekwondo. He's one of my harness students. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and show you how I feel about the 9 block, okay? And Scott has not ever done any of this before or whatever, so I'm going to have to be leading him through it. But from my perspective, I believe in, especially teaching anything, looking at it from a self-defense aspect, it needs to be fairly simple for the person or the student or whatever to grasp in a fairly short amount of time. And then of course we get into the higher level applications such as what you were showing. Like I said, your video on the on what you call the 9 block that's found in Ge-Baek and Bassai and things like that, I think is excellent. It's very high level, things like that. So what I'm going to do is try and explore some stuff that I just thought about, you know, as I was watching your block. So the first thing, and just to kind of make sure that we're kind of on the same page. If Scott and I are like this and we're both in our hands up, okay, and let's say for instance we're an unmatched lead, so I think you would be like with the left side forward where I got right side forward. As you were coming in, I take it that you were looking at this structure here as being a potential application for this, you know, for what we're calling the 9 block here, okay? That I come in and that I'm hitting here like this, that my arms basically form that structure, okay? And I would basically agree with that. If we're on other leads, we're here and I'm coming in and I'm going here and hitting, it's the same thing. So I can understand that, but if we're here like this and I go to come in on Scott and hit here, then Scott's naturally got a backup, and this is what I was talking about with the right hand and such like this, is that he's got his rear hand. So as I come in and I go here like this, he can block my hand. And if he blocks my hand like this, then that comes into that second, you know, at a series of 3, you're just taking out this one. You know, you got this one here as the initial hit, and then you have this as the clearing motion and the secondary hit. So if he has this one and he blocks, now if he grabs on, such as like what he did here, this is where I was saying that you reach up and you grab this way. Now if he's grabbed real tight, I can then rotate this over, like here. If he grabs on and I pull in, that's where I get this lock and then I hit him. So that's what I was saying about the application of this block here, to come in as he grabs, to reach up, grab here, and then rotate over, then hit. Okay? There I'm compromising his base or whatever. If another way, if I'm here and he comes in and he blocks, say he blocks like this, where he's cupping it, I can come in and rotate down this way, just to get the break in the balance of rotating this down and then hit. Okay? And again, to me, that's still the same configuration. I'm just pulling in here. As I'm pushing forward with this, it slips off, I go here to hit the face. The other block that I was talking about was one, switch feet. I believe it was here where you were like this and you were crashing in to come in here, and then you were getting on the inside to drop in this way and to set his weight and to hit. To me, this, that's what I was saying, it was pretty high level, more like in a Aiki version. However, what I was suggesting with mop the floor, what we call mop the floor, was that as I come in here and hit, if he blocks with his back hand here, and he gets it here, is instead of stepping in to go here, was to pull back and drop down here so that I get this motion to offset them and then come into your strike. And the idea being that by me coming in here, even if he grabs my hand, he grabs on tight, I still can drop down and then hit. And the idea being that as I hit, I'm down like this and then I get the motion here, okay? And what I was meaning on a horizontal plane was this to me, whether I come in here and he blocks like this, okay? If I come in and I do this technique here, or actually I get this like here, if I pull this in and come out of it and go here, this is more on a horizontal plane as opposed to the vertical, okay?